My name is Philip Carter. Well, I'm English by birth. I came to Australia about 14 years ago for work. I'm married to a Chinese lady. I've lived by Cannock Creek for about 3.5 years now. I have 4 children. They all live in England. They're all grown up, have their own children. So that's pretty much me. So the Cannock Creek Association was founded 49 years ago. It's our 50th birthday next year. The idea is we'd like to make this beautiful waterway a recreational facility for all of the community. The people that live around here and people that want to visit us as well. So on the other side of the road you've got the beach, but we'd also like to make the creek a more usable facility. So if you'd come here 50 years ago, the creek was much more used in those days. This was originally a native area, so Aboriginals lived here. They fished in the creek, they could get food out of the creek. But now there's almost nothing living in the creek because of all the building that's been going on in the area. It's changed the demographics of the population and of the waterway. So originally this water was fed from Seaford Flats, which was a marshy area, so fresh water would flow into the creek. That's now all been urbanised and built up, so the water that comes into here now is off of drains that run off from the roads. And that's not enough to keep the water at its current level. So to supplement the water, Melbourne Water pump salt water out of Phillip Bay into the creek to keep the water flowing. The problem with all what's happened is, first of all, the water is now salty where originally it wasn't salty. So it's a bit brackish, so it's changed what can live in the water. The other problem is that because most of the water comes off the road runoffs, it brings with it rubbers off of car tyres, heavy metals off of car tyres, also pollutants from industrial insecticides that people use in their gardens get into the water. So the water now is quite toxic. The water itself is actually not too bad, but there's a black sludge that sits in the bottom of the waterway, which is quite bad. Well, the responsibility for the waterway sits with Melbourne Water, and they have other priorities, that's all I can say, and it's very difficult to get them to listen to what needs to be done to make the waterway usable again. They're more concerned about drinking water, which is clearly isn't drinking water, so their focus and their money goes to other projects. The banks themselves are maintained by or owned by Frankston City Council. They do quite a bit of work helping us to maintain stuff. They have a park ranger here, but a lot of what goes on in the banks is done by volunteers. So there's two big problems: the quality of the water and maintaining the banks. Because that's a lot of money required and investment to actually stop the water problem. We need other people to buy in to help us. So we're constantly talking to Melbourne Water and Frankston City Council, lobbying MPs about what we want done with the waterway. So our focus primarily is on keeping the banks maintained. We want to try and get rid of all the non-indigenous plants, so it maintains the indigenous nature of the whole area. So you've seen today we're pulling out onion plants. Onion plants are not native to this area, so we pull those out, and next year we'll plant new plants where we've pulled those out today. So your work today has been a great help.